What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I don't have any makeup on. I wanted to do a video on my current skincare routine and what I'm currently using and how I cleared my acne, because long story short, I used to have really bad acne. I had hormonal acne all along my chin and I had a lot of texture on my cheeks, and that was a few years ago, and since then my skin has made like a drastic change. It's a lot better now. I definitely still have like some scars from new breakouts that I get. It's just inevitable with my skin scars and I just have to wait for it to fade. So I do still have some scarring, but other than that, my skin, like at least the texture of my skin, is so much better than what it used to be. I'll insert some pictures of what my skin used to look like a few years ago. It was pretty bad. So like I said, it was all hormonal, which meant there wasn't a whole lot I could do on my own with skincare products to help it. So I had to go to a dermatologist. I saw my doctor and I was put on birth control to help regulate my hormones and see if that would help. And it definitely did help. The birth control made my skin better. And then I was also put on antibiotics that I took for like maybe a month, and that helped too. And then I was given a topical cream to use on my face that I still use to this day, and I think that out of everything has been like the life-changing product for my skin that like has really worked, and I still use it because it just works. I'm gonna talk to you guys about everything that I'm using now and what products have been working for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start with makeup remover stuff that I use now. First thing I do when I take off my makeup is I use the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. So it just looks like this, just an oil, and when you rub it into your skin, it turns like sort of milky and it just melts all the makeup off like really easily. So I use this to take my makeup off. I used to use coconut oil to take my makeup off, but guys, coconut oil is like the top, like #1 thing that you could put on your face that's gonna clog your pores. So I think that also had a lot to do with why my skin was so congested. And ever since I learned that, I don't use coconut oil on my face at all anymore. I wouldn't recommend it, especially if you have sensitive skin. It's really just gonna clog up your pores. So this is a good alternative. This is a good face balm oil that really melts off the makeup in the same way that coconut oil does. Obviously, coconut oil is going to be cheaper than this, but this is worth the money when it comes to clogging up my pores, because this does not break me out. So I use this, and then I'll go in with an eye makeup remover. I use the Neutrogena oil-free eye makeup remover, and this is just like what I've been using for a while now. It works pretty well and I don't have any problems with it. And then after I've done those two things, I go in with my facial cleanser. And I use the First Aid Beauty Pure Skin Face Cleanser. Removes surface oils, makeup, dirt, and grime, safe for sensitive skin. So I ended up getting this in the smallest size that you can buy it in to test it as a sample, because my skin is really sensitive. So it's sensitive, combination, it breaks out really easily. Anything that might have a chemical in it will probably burn my face. So I have to be really careful with what I use. And this does not irritate my skin at all. Before I was using this, I was using a brand called, I think it's called Hado Labo or something like that. And it was being sold at Ulta, but it just got discontinued at Ulta. So I had to find something different. And this is basically like the same thing. The texture of it, like the way it looks. So it's just a basic cleanser. It's gonna get all your makeup off and it doesn't irritate my skin. So I love using this one. And then I go in with a toner, sort of. So depending on if it's morning or nighttime, I use this at night, and this is the Garnier Miceller Cleansing Water. Removes makeup, cleanses, and refreshes. So at nighttime, I'll use this one, and I'll take it on a round cotton pad and just wipe off any excess makeup that I might have on my skin. And this is what I use to do that with. In the mornings, however, I'll use tea tree water from Lush. This is a toner water. Cleansing tea tree, astringent grapefruit, and balancing juniper berry, keeps disasters at bay. Beneficial for anyone with oily skin. I just spray this on my face and let it sit in before I put my moisturizer on, and this is supposed to help with oily skin if you have acne. And I just started using this maybe a few weeks ago, and so far so good. I haven't had any issues with it. So I really like this. Anything from Lush is really good, so I like that. Another toner that I have is from Paula's Choice. If you haven't heard of this website or brand, they're really good. They have a lot of good skincare. They have skincare, makeup, and they have product reviews on any other brand that you're using also to let you know like how good the ingredients actually are and yada yada yada. It's a good website. So if you don't know about it, you should definitely check it out. But I use this every now and then. It's a 2% BHA liquid salicylic acid like toner sort of thing. So it's a liquid, and I don't use this every day because I find that my skin is just too sensitive for it. I'll just use this maybe once a week. Creates radiant, even toned skin, reduces redness and builds collagen, unclogs and diminishes enlarged pores. So with this, I've noticed that it's really helps with the texture of my skin. If you have like little bumps all over you, like your skin anywhere, this really helps get rid of that. It unclogs the pores and it's really good. But like I said, I can't use it that often because my skin is just too sensitive for it. I use this about once a week and I have noticed a huge difference in my skin. This has awesome reviews. A lot of people talk about this. So if you haven't heard about this, I would definitely check it out. I'll leave everything that I have linked in the down bar for you guys if you want to look at anything. So I have a couple serums that I use. The first one is just a sample. It's Grease Lightening by Lush. And this is it's just like a jelly sort of consistency. And you put it on any breakouts that you might have. And it helps diminish them. It helps keep the redness down and more natural spot treatment. So it's not gonna work as fast as maybe something like the Mario Badescu, like that drying lotion. That's a spot treatment. This is just a lot more natural, but it does work really well. So I like to use this if I have any spots coming up. It definitely helps keep them like soothed and calm so they're not like flaring up and red all the time. So I use this. And then another serum that I use is the Ole Henriksen Invigorating Night Treatment. This is a 12 source AHA complex. This has awesome reviews on Sephora. I'm gonna bring it up on the app really quick. So I heard about this through another YouTuber. Her name is Taylor. I think that's how you say her YouTube name. She talked about this. She has really like severe acne flare-ups that she gets, and she always does really good like Foundation Friday videos where she tests the foundation and like she really shows you guys the texture of her skin, which is awesome because obviously you can see like my skin is sort of being blurred out right now from the camera, and like that's just because my camera is not the best. But she has a really good camera and you can see every detail of her skin. She's not afraid to show you guys her skin, and I applaud her for that. Wow. Okay, you guys, so they took it off of Sephora's website, which is where I purchased it from. Does anybody else keep their boxes after like a really long time when you don't even need it? So it says, this overnight resurfer smooths texture and fine lines, even skin tone, and minimizes appearance of pores with a 12 source AHA complex including glycolic, lactic, and citrus acids. Suspended in soothing purified algae and vitamin E, this concentrated blend delivers rapid results without irritation. Wake up to radically smoother, younger looking skin. So when I put this on, I do find that it tingles a little bit. That might just be because my skin is so sensitive. I don't know. It says it's not supposed to be irritating though. And it says wake up to radically smoother, younger looking skin. I would agree. When I use this at night and I wake up the next morning, my skin just looks so like youthful and plump. I really notice a difference when I use this. So I have really been enjoying this, and I think it's really helped with the texture of my skin also. So I don't use it every night because I'm gonna be like on repeat this video, but because my skin is so sensitive, I use this about every other night. So I rotate this with my skincare with another moisturizer that I use because I just don't want to use too many chemicals on my face at once. I feel like that's not good. So I use this every other night and I love what it's been doing to my skin. I think it's definitely been helping and making my skin look more youthful and glowy and just overall better. So I really enjoy this. Moisturizers. So during the day, I use an SPF moisturizer. You should always use SPF on your skin, at least 30. You want to make sure you're protecting your skin, especially if you have acne or acne scars. If you're not wearing sunscreen, the sun is just going to damage your skin further and those spots are going to get darker. So if you have acne spots, or even like if you don't, you should just be wearing sunscreen to protect your skin always. So this is the one I use. This is the Cetaphil Oil Control Moisturizer for acne-prone skin with sunscreen, broad spectrum, SPF 30. So this is the one I use. It's just a standard white moisturizer. Put it on right now. And you can see like it leaves a glow to your face because it's sunscreen. I feel like all sunscreens do that, but it's just a white cream. It works, it doesn't break me out, and I don't have any problems with it. So this is the moisturizer I use during the day. Now at nighttime, if I'm using this serum, then I use this moisturizer. So this one is the Drunk Elephant Lala Retro Whipped Cream. The packaging is so nice on this, and it has like, you take this off and it has like a pump, so if it'll focus. The product comes out of like this little center area right here when you push it down, just like super fancy. A retro styled moisturizer whipped into an airy blend of 6 exotic African oils to deliver instant and long-lasting intense hydration, loaded with antioxidant-rich plantain extract and fermented green tea. Lala Retro helps firm and brighten skin's appearance, diminishing the look of age spots. Our formula is rich and creamy without being heavy, greasy, or suffocating. I really like this. It's not scented. It's not irritating. I think this is a great moisturizer for sensitive skin. There's no fragrance to it or anything, and it just feels so good on the skin because it's like airy and it's whipped. I don't notice anything like any crazy results from it, but I just love that it's a basic moisturizer and it works. It keeps me hydrated. It doesn't make me oily. It doesn't break me out. So I have really been liking this. And this line, Drunk Elephant, has gotten so many good reviews. All right, and if I am using another moisturizer, the other one that I use that is prescription only from your doctor is the Epiduo Topical Use Gel. This is what it looks like. This is what honestly changed my skin. So my skin is too sensitive to use this twice a day, like completely. I used to use this every night, just once a night. But then I got my other skincare that I wanted to start using because this is pretty harsh and I don't want to be using this all the time. But it's so hard to break away from because I know it works. It has adapalene and benzoyl peroxide in it. When you first start using this, it does burn. It does definitely burn your face. I remember when I first started using this, I was in so much pain, but your skin gets used to it and it does go away. So it's just a pump. I do get this prescribed to me from my doctor. It can be pricey depending on your insurance. This changed my skin. Besides the birth control and besides using those antibiotics that I was on, this hands down 100% changed my skin for the better. I think if you don't have insurance, on their website you can get like a voucher coupon or something to take to a doctor or to get it to get this prescribed to you somehow, but this is definitely really good. Like I said, I'm going to show you guys before and after pictures and like the process of using this, and it's like a complete 180. My skin just looks so much better now. So this is what I use every other night if I'm not using the other skincare. If I'm using these two, I'll use these one night and then I'll switch off and I'll use this one. I don't use anything else besides this when I use it, so I don't use the moisturizer or anything. I don't like to combine stuff just in case like this has a bad reaction with something because there's other like chemicals in here. Those are the two different night routines that I sort of have right now. And then one thing that I wanted to talk about is a vitamin that I've been taking for my skin. I was doing some research. This was around the time that I was looking up the Accutane again because I was getting frustrated with my skin. I found this vitamin called Vitex Fruit, and it's supposed to help with your hormones and regulating them, and if you have like hormonal acne or like you're trying to get pregnant or something, depending on the dosage. This stuff really works, you guys. So like I said, I started taking this like a couple months ago, and I've noticed a huge difference in my acne on my chin. I have a lot less acne that comes through now, and when I do have acne, it doesn't flare up so much. So I was on birth control. I'm not on birth control anymore, and when I stopped taking the birth control, my acne was starting to like come up again because my hormones were just trying to regulate and things were just trying to get normal in my body. And so even after a while of like not being on birth control, my chin was still starting to break out. I mean, you can see like these scars that I have. So like these are not breakouts anymore. It's just scarring on my skin. And I was getting frustrated because I was still breaking out. And so that's when I researched this. And ever since I've been taking this, my skin has changed. My skin is so much better. So if you have trouble with hormonal acne, I'm not a doctor and I'm not claiming that this will work for everybody, but this is what worked for me and this is what I started using. I will probably definitely continue to take this because it sucks having acne. Like, you don't feel good about yourself when you're breaking out. Like, you just don't. So I know the struggle. I know how frustrating it is when you want your makeup to look good or when you just want your skin to look good and you don't want to have to wear makeup to go out. I know what that feels like. So I really think that this has helped 100%. So if I were to say like the top 2 things that have helped my skin, first of all, this Epiduo Gel that is prescribed and this Vitex Fruit. You don't have to have a prescription for this. You can buy this anywhere. So if you want to give it a go, just do your own research, make sure it's right for you. But it's worked for me. So these 2 products for sure have helped my skin tremendously. And everything else, nothing breaks me out. I've found a good routine that keeps my skin happy and I'm happy with it. So I think that's all I wanted to show you guys. As you can see, I'll give you guys a close-up. So I don't have any breakouts right now. So you can see my forehead is pretty clear. I don't never break out on my forehead. My nose, I think I have some blackheads right now. I need to get like one of those like strips. But other than that, like this is not a pimple anymore. This is a scar. My skin does look pretty blotchy. That's just how it is normally, but the texture of my skin is a lot better than what it used to be. So I think that's going to conclude the video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it helps anybody out there that's dealing with acne. Maybe some of these products would work for you, but definitely do your own research. Just because some of these products work for me doesn't mean they're going to work for you, and I would never want to have somebody start using a product and it just like completely breaks them out. So definitely do your own research on your products. The message that I want to send out today is remember that yes, acne sucks, but we shouldn't let it get us down or define our mood for the day. If we have a pimple, like, it's normal. Everybody gets them. Even people with perfect skin get them every now and then. Just don't let it get you down. I know I used to get like really upset about it, and I would never wear no makeup out of the house. Like, I had to have a face of makeup on to cover up my acne or make me feel better, and now I just don't care. Like, I think that happens as you get older too. You just start to care less of what other people think, but who cares? Like, it shouldn't define your happiness. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something helpful, and I hope maybe these products work for you. And if you have something that you're using that I didn't mention, or you have something that works for your acne, definitely let me know so I can check it out, because I'm always interested in seeing what else is out there and learning more and doing research. I love doing research on stuff like that. I'm such a nerd. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe so you can see all my future videos. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.